Hi, I'm Heidi Douglas and I'm here today in Ken's garage in Concord, and what looks to you like an unassuming electric vehicle looks to me like batteries on wheels. This is the potential of electric vehicles in Australia to act as a storage mechanism to soak up our good, cheap, clean rooftop solar and feed it back into our homes at night and stabilise the energy grid. If only we had the key regulations that are needed to enable vehicle to grid in Australia. Solar Citizens has this groundbreaking report, which is about the 5 things the government needs to do to enable batteries on wheels in this country. That's vehicle to grid technology.
Well, hi folks, here I am in my makeshift kitchen, which you'll notice is actually in my garage. And the reason it's in my garage is so that I can run it all off my electric vehicle. Now this car has a battery that is large enough to power my entire house for 5 days straight. But I can't do that with it. It just sits here in the garage. I have 13.5 kilowatts of solar power on my roof. I will produce 45 kilowatts all day and use about 15 in my house. If I could plug this car into the power board at the side of my house, I could run my house at night off the car battery. The battery is basically wasted. That battery, as I said, can power my house for 5 days straight. We need changes in the legislation so that that can happen. It's very simple and it would save so much electricity and create so many savings for people in this country.
Vehicle-to-grid technology is the biggest innovation and most exciting part of the technology evolution of electric vehicles. Vehicle-to-grid charging represents a fantastic opportunity for households to turn their vehicles into revenue-generating assets. Most cars sit idle for 80 to 90% of the time, and they can be used as a solar sponge to absorb a lot of the excess power in the grid during the daytime and dispatch it back to either their home or to the grid at peak periods. With vehicle-to-grid technology, these vehicles can become assets to the grid rather than liabilities.
Solar in our country went through a massive boom in 2006 to 2011. It's time for government to step up and back in vehicle to grid so that Australian consumers who can afford EVs are empowered to bring down costs for Australians who can't.
The technology is ready. We're looking to deploy it as soon as possible. You need to cut through some of the red tape and really make it simple for vehicle manufacturers, for retailers, and for charging manufacturers to bring the gear in, get it set up, and make it simple for people.